bum, bum. I got my shoes on. My baby got her blues on. Got my shoes on. My baby got her blues on. My shoes on. My baby got her blues on. Got my shoes on. My baby got her blues on. I got my shoes on. My baby got my blues on. Look at my hair grew, Finley. Man, Pin. What up, Finn? What up, Finn? Sully! Big old hair. I gotta get a haircut one of these days. What you thinking, Finn? What you thinking, huh? Look at all this stuff. Crazy stuff I've been growing since I last seen you. Not my hair, but all this stuff. Look at all these flowers and wackadoodle stuff and all my craziness. This is just my. Look at this craziness. Look at this craziness. I cut the mustache. Bam. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to keep going, but I kind of like being able to see some in the back a little bit. This is how I used to look in like my. Okay, so when I was in high school, had the sides shaved, so I just had the whole long mop top. You know, I was a skater. I used to go just be like, my hair used to look like this. I used to be like, "What's up, everybody? You guys want to go skate down the park? It'd be freaking cool, dude." Isla. Hello, Isla. Skater boy. What's up, Isla? Long time no see. How's everybody doing? You want to check out my new vehicle, my new whip, with my new wheels on my whip? Actually, some of you have probably already seen it before. Oh, they're the chickens. Chickens. Oh man, it's covered up right now. You can see the cool rims on that summer gum. Look at that, bam. There's my new whip. Oh, there's the chickens. Where did I go? So it was like, well, 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, I went up to Atlanta to do some work for a friend, and he paid for me to get an Uber. And on the way back, I'm talking just like I talk to you guys. I'm talking, and then so I get out of the Uber. I'm talking. Oh. Meow. 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 And so I was talking, and then I get out and my phone's gone. I get inside the house, and finally I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go call Kat or whatever. And I grab and my phone's gone, and the Uber's gone. And the thing is, without having your phone, you can't contact Uber to say, hey Uber. Well, you can if I got online, but the problem was it wasn't me that ordered the Uber. The dude ordered the Uber. So I couldn't contact him, and I didn't have his email address. I could have tried to email him if I had his email address, but I didn't have his email address. So my phone was gone for about 8 days, and all of a sudden, like last weekend, it shows up in the mail. The Uber guy just stuck it in the mail to the last address he remembered going to. I guess probably because I was so cool talking to him and stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, so it showed up, and but yeah, so that was like a week without anything. So long time no see, and you're talking about Uber. Dang, these freaking chickens are getting loud, man, and they're getting ballsy too. The black rooster, they ain't got no problem trying to whoop my ass. He jumps up on me with his claws. The two little ones, we got two new little golden ones. I don't know where they went. They're hiding somewhere. Where are they at? Okay, so the new ones aren't even here right now. Oh, nope. So these are all the old originals. So I'm missing two of the little guys. Maybe they're inside here. The two, oh, there they are. Those are the two new ladies. We got eggs. You got chickens too, Isla? Look how awesome my hair looks, dude. And I haven't even brushed it yet. Tell you, I should be a model. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I shake my little tush on the cow. Man, there we go. Get all the 5 head for everybody to see. What'd you say? I thought you were me? Yeah, you're definitely stupid. Girl, look at this. Me no dude. I pay like $1,000 to get a half a cow, my own. Like no, own cow. Well, me, it's a quarter of a cow. So me and 3 other people each. And I've got, so it's only ever been in the grass. Ain't ever got no antibiotics, no injections, no nothing stupid. It goes from right around the corner in its whole life in a prairie. And then when it's time to okay, so I get, this is all ground beef from my cow. All hundreds of pounds of ground beef from just my cow. And then I got steaks. I got all these big steaks. And they're not from the store. Even though it looks like it's from the store, it's just FDA certified. But there's no store on there. So he says not for sale. This all came from my cow. Yeah. But yeah, absolutely not. I don't play with that wackadoodle shit stuff that they're putting in my food. I locked myself out of the house. Great. Now I have to eat cold ground beef. No. Well, it's a dead cow. Yeah. So there's living in Georgia. There's a lot of farmers, a lot of dairy guys and girls, and a lot of it's pink, and a lot of dairy farmers and cow. I don't know what the cow tenders are called. What are the people that raise cows called? But yeah, so there's a natural farms where the cows are born and they spend their whole life just walking around the woods and the grasslands and whatever, and then they get to an age where they stop producing milk, and when they stop producing milk, they start getting sick usually. So right, like within about a year of when they stop producing milk. So once they stop producing milk, within about a month of that, they go meet Jesus cow, and I get their meat. My auntie has more than 15 cats, dogs, cows. What are ships? What are shipes? What are shipes? What's a shipe? Isla? What's a shipes? Cow shapes? Cow shape? Jesus, cow is crazy. Sheep. Sorry, I should have thought of that. Sorry, it's been a little while, and it's been hot. So it was 92 degrees. We just had a storm come through. It was 92 degrees. So the temperature just dropped to 76. Sheeps. Yeah. So it was hot, so hot, and I was out there at like 10 o'clock in the morning working to fix. Let me see if I don't. They don't have green screen anymore for YouTube Lives for some reason. It's been a while. Finley says it's been a little while since Rich met reality. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while since I. This is my pink room, and it sucks. I'm running all these grow lights, but there's nothing even here. Everything's empty. Well, there's 2 plants here. But yeah, everything else is gone. Everything else is outside. Well, that's been cool. He's at the club, bottle full of bub. Mine's got what you need if you need. Got my man. Oh yeah, but I learned a lot of crazy stuff over the past couple of weeks. really, really upset with this world that we're living in. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to disseminate the information to anybody that wants to learn while not being a bro. It's like 12:30 in the night, and I was like, it's it's 5:30 in the 5:30 in the evening right now. This is you can see the sun about to start going down. There it is. Bam. I've got sunlight on my face. Oh, that's so bright. I'm a model, you know what I mean. Is that the song? And I shake my little tush on the catwalk. Oh, all kinds of crazy bad. I mean, you don't want to talk about it. It's political type stuff, and like just like how okay, so I'm gonna say something real quick, and I know you don't like politics and whatnot, but so I'm gonna just say two things real quick, okay? So the Democratic Party was the party of slavery right back in the day. Abe Lincoln, the president that stopped slavery, was a Republican, okay? So you know that. The Democrats lied to everybody and said that they switched parties, so the Republicans are bad now. They've been lying to everybody this whole time just to be able to use illegal immigrants as slaves. So a place in my state, in Georgia, the Hyundai plant, the car plant in Georgia, had like over almost 500 slaves working in the plant. So what they were doing is the government, the Democrats, they raised minimum wage. Tell everybody you'll make $20 an hour for working at McDonald's. McDonald's can't afford to pay us $20 an hour. So what's McDonald's do? McDonald's hires illegal aliens, slaves, and everybody else. So they raised minimum wage. So dumb Democrats think that everybody is saying, oh, they love us. The Democrats love us, so they're raising minimum wage so we can all be rich. No, they raised minimum wage so none of the businesses wouldn't hire us, Americans. And now the illegal aliens are being brought in as slaves. So they're paying them like $1 an hour. Yeah, you thought we stopped slavery. The Democrats said that they stopped slavery, but they've been bringing them in. The whole reason, like, did you hear about the tractor trailer driver that can't even speak English or read English and killed 3 people the other day and all that? Yeah, basically he was getting paid like $10 an hour when he should have been paid like $1 a mile. So he should have got like $2,000 a day for driving and they were paying him way. Yeah, no, they told everybody that. They teach everybody that in our Democrat schools. The Democrats have been lying to everybody. The companies have been paying the Democratic Party to make this happen. Why do you think that they dropped the border and they let us rush with illegal immigrants? It's because they were using them as slaves. You can't call them slaves because they were paying them a very little bit. So you can call them indentured servants. But yeah, it's crazy. Isla says, F, I really just got scared because the car going like 200. You're in one? Hold on, wait. Yeah, no, the cars really shouldn't be going that fast, Isla. Stay out of the street. Right, yes. So they've been lying to everybody. They want to get rich. They've never changed. They've always been the Democrats have always been the party of slavery, and they needed to figure out another way to get slaves in America. And they figured it out. They raised minimum wage to make the Americans believe that they were for us when they were against us the whole time. So then they raised minimum wage so high. You know, you see on TikTok and stuff, nobody can get a job, nobody can get a job, nobody can get a job, because the other companies hired all the illegal aliens at slave wages. Absolutely crazy. So that's what happened, Finley. They've kept slavery going. Well, it depends. If you're in a Democrat-controlled state like California, they raised the minimum wage to $20 an hour just for flipping hamburgers. And I used to work at McDonald's. I made $4 an hour, $4.25 an hour when I worked at McDonald's when I was in high school, 14 years old. Okay, The equivalent would be about $9 an hour now. So yeah, I can understand paying somebody $10 an hour to work at McDonald's, not $20 an hour, not 30. California wants to pay McDonald's workers and other fast food workers $30 an hour in the next 5 years. So they want to give them like $1.25 raise every year or something like that for the next 5 years. And they're at 20 now, so they're going to be at 30 in like 5 more years. So obviously, McDonald's can't, if you have 10 people working at McDonald's and they're all making $30 an hour, McDonald's is paying $300 every hour just to pay their employees. That doesn't mean buying meat, buying drinks, paying for the electricity and all that. So they have to hire illegal aliens for $1 an hour. They're already breaking the law by getting the illegal aliens in, so they don't mind breaking $2. So if they're not going to pay them $5 an hour. They're not going to pay the illegal aliens minimum wage. They're going to pay them $1 or $2 or maybe $5 an hour. So they're saving $25 per person per hour by having indentured servants, slaves. Why are there only 2 people in this room? No, it's all right. It's all right. So this is my first stream in like 2 weeks. I've been busy. My neighbor has a 1-year-old, almost one. I think it's 11 months old, and now she's pregnant again with their 5th child. So they're married, obviously. And so I spent the last couple of weeks helping them get their house ready and everything like that. I lost my phone for a week in an Uber, but yeah. So it'll probably be another couple of days before everybody starts getting notifications again and stuff like that. And I got to start putting out a couple more shorts and stuff because YouTube won't even promote. You promote your lives unless you have some shorts and stuff going up. Well, I think it's 11 months old. She's 32. She's 32. Her husband's 33 and she's 32. I built I don't know if you guys remember. I could probably sneak over there a little bit. I built the dang it, what the thing's called? The swing set, the playhouse and stuff like that. It's got like a tunnel and swings, and it's got ropes you can climb, and sliding boards and ladders and rock climbing wall. Yeah, at least they love each other, absolutely. Oh, there's everybody over there. They're sliding on the swings and stuff. Oh, it's hard to say, I know. Bump, 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 bump. It's hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Oh, it's hard to see. There's people over there, so you can't really see it pretty well. Anyway, what's the news? What's the news, Finn? What's the news, Finn? Where the hell do you? Yeah, I live in the forest. Happy birthday. That's me. I thought it was the Angels. You're moving to Tennessee on the 23rd? Like my auntie. Yeah, this is my yard here. Oh, that was my eyeballs. This is my backyard, Isla. I know it's hard to see with my broken camera and stuff, but yeah, I got lots of woods. I have 1.7 acres. And you're moving to Tennessee on the 23rd. Where are you moving from, Finley? Washington State, right? Broken. Lock myself out again. Stupid. Where are you moving from? I don't remember. How do I not remember? Seattle? Something like that. One of those wackadoodle states. Texas. Oh, I knew you were in Texas. Why did I think you were in one of those wackadoodle states? So, well, that's good. Tennessee-ish, yeah, why not? Are you moving in with family? What you doing? Yeah, Washington, that's another hardcore liberal hellhole. And it's like, do you see those crazy people in Chicago? They have like 10 murders a week, and the governor's like, just send us $700 million and we'll make it go away. What? What? Your own black brethren are being murdered, dying in the streets, and you're saying, no, don't send the army to help. Don't stop these people from dying. Send money. It's crazy. I'm offended. I'm your favorite. This is very rude, Richard. Sorry, Finn. Finn, look, you gotta give me a little bit of reverence, not reverence. Listen, I was outside 95 almost degree weather for 16 hours over the last 2 days, getting that house ready for the party for the kid. So my brain is fried right now. You smell that? You smell that? That's my brain. It's almost 1 a.m. Where are you at, Isla? You're in Saudi Arabia? No, Egypt? Where? No, Vare's in Egypt. Where are you at, Isla? I'm offended. And also, Finn, I'm old. I'm almost 50. My brain don't work the way, it works pretty good. Greece, I know. Look, hey, but remember, it was easy when we were in seeing each other at least every couple of days, because online, because we were able to refresh my old man memory. Now I'm pissing everybody off but yeah. So tisk tisk tisk. It's okay. I forgive you, nerd. Hey. I love being a nerd. Do you know what? I have a soldering station on next to my bed, Finley. I have a soldering station. I solder circuits together to make electrons do what I want, to talk to microcontrollers and make LEDs blink and make sounds. I'm a nerd. I am a geek, and I love it. No, we do not bully Richard. Noobies do not. Noobinators. But yeah, it's a lot. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad to be back. It's good to see you. Good to see you guys, you girls. I changed my pronouns to F off. I miss two Finland. And I tell you what, if you wanted to see anxiety, and it all came back to me, Finn. Finn, you asked me a question about anxiety, and I meant to give, so that, like, when I left my phone in the Uber 2.5 weeks ago, whenever it was, talk about anxiety, I had no way to contact anybody, no way to go live, no way to do nothing. And then so that was like for like 3 days. It was like, what to do. And I was going crazy. And then finally, on the 4th day, I was just like, I could hear silence. Oh my gosh, I thought Richard was dead. Why are you walking around a childish? Girl, I'm skinny. I'm 6 foot 3.5 inches. And let's go weigh me. Let's go weigh Richard. I probably weigh under 160 pounds. All muscles and freaking awesomeness. Okay. Let's see. I weigh 0. Oh, jeez. Okay, I weigh 164. Bam. Let's go, Richard. I could hear silence. And I tell you what, it's very weird. And my sleep got all wackadoodle out. I found myself waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning just for like, cheetah! I swear to God I didn't cheat. Oh, shoes. Well, I can take the shoes off. The shoes made me heavier. And they're very light shoes, but I can take the shoes off. It's fine. You just want to see my feet pic. Feetpic.finley.com. Feetpics.finley.com. I'm funny. Okay. Jeez, I can't fall over. Okay, yeah, so 162. Yeah, 162. Feetpics.finley.com. Ew, F no. I hate about that. No, I'm talking about you wanted to see my feet, not that you were showing feet pic. You were like, take your shoes off, Richard. Oh, you were cheating, Richard. Take your shoes off. I was just being funny. I know. But yeah, so anxiety. So you want to talk about it, Finn? You want to talk about it later if you want to. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay, so anxiety. Okay, so we're gonna talk about. Oh, you don't mind talking about poop. So yeah. So let's talk about anxiety. Okay, I'm gonna help you right now. Answer me two questions real quick. Do you like coffee or tea? Do you like chocolate milk? Do you drink any of those like daily? Like, do you have your daily coffee or tea or iced tea or chocolate coffee every day? Yeah, like and when you make coffee, do you make it at home? Do you go to Starbucks? Okay, you ready? I'm gonna blow your mind here, Finnilator. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Usually, okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, think about life before coffee, before anything. When we were just people that lived at home with like a lot without electricity and stuff like that, and we didn't have cars, and you had to walk to wherever you wanted to go. What biological function do you think caused anxiety in the human body? I'll answer it for you. If you have to poop, your body, you get anxious. Oh no, I gotta find a bathroom. Caffeine's a stimulant. If you're drinking caffeine, any caffeine that doesn't get absorbed in your body goes into your guts. So your guts are constantly getting little doses here and there throughout the day of caffeine. The caffeine stimulates your guts to move your gut muscles, the same muscles that move turds through your intestines. So that causes anxiety because you're tricking your body into thinking you have turd about to expose itself out your bum hole. So the anxiety the human body normally gets to let you know that you need to poop before you get in the car is the anxiety that you're feeling throughout the day, or especially at night, because you think you're going to shit the bed. Your body thinks it is because you have a stimulant in your guts stimulating the intestinal muscles that move the poo through. That's almost exclusively what causes anxiety. People have thoughts like, am I going to pass school? Am I going to graduate? At the same time, you got caffeine in your guts. So you think it's because of these thoughts that give you the anxiety, but it's not. Those thoughts are just natural. It's because you've got caffeine in your intestines tricking your brain into thinking you're about to shit thyself. That's where most anxiety comes from. Unfortunately, there's only one way to find out for you. That's to stop drinking coffee. But honestly, Finley. Oh, sorry, Isla. Good night, girl. But yeah, honestly, Finley, that is. But do you think Starbucks, multi-billion-dollar company, is going to let that information be known? The pharmaceutical industries that make billions of dollars on Xanax and Valium for anxious people would lose a lot of money. The coffee industry alone would lose a lot of money. So that's almost exclusively. You got to stop drinking coffee, Finley. You got to stop drinking coffee. Switch to tea, a green tea, something that's more stimulating, but less longer acting. So like a lot of times when you look at coffee, it says don't drink coffee like 8 hours before bed. So if you go to bed at 10 o'clock, that means don't ever drink any coffee before 2 p.m. The problem is you're supposed to poop 3 times a day-ish. If you're pooping less than 3 times a day, you still have yesterday's poop in you. which means you've got yesterday's coffee in your guts, which means your body's saying, oh, I'm going to shit myself in front of my best friend's boyfriend. And that's what basically happens. That's what causes most anxiety for most people, but they attribute it to the thoughts that they have, because you're going to have thoughts anyway. Like if we say, hey, we're about to go have a meetup for 110th grade, and you'll be like, okay, awesome. Oh man, I hope armpits don't stink. Right? You're going to think things like that. But if you've got coffee in your gut, you're going to have the anxiety, your brain saying, I'm going to shit myself, but it's not telling you. You're not thinking I'm going to shit myself. You're just feeling anxious. So whatever thoughts you have while your guts are caffeinated, people attribute it to it. So they try to change their thought patterns and the anxiety stays. So then they say, I can't control my anxiety. Doctor, give me some Valium. Doctor, give me some Xanax. It's not what it is. It's almost exclusively caffeinated intestines. My best friend's boyfriend would laugh his ass off. But yeah, but Finley, I wanted to, glad we got contact, because I wanted to make sure that I got that information to you. Listen, a lot of people unalive themselves because of anxiety, and they don't even realize that they're doing it to themselves, because no one teaches it. Why don't they tell us in school, hey, instead of cutting your dick off because you're anxious, why not stop drinking coffee first? How about you stop drinking fucking coffee first before you cut your dick off? It's all this trans bullshit that's going on. They're just using things like coffee anxiety, and they're telling people that this anxiety is, you're in the wrong body. You're supposed to be a boy. You're supposed to be a girl. They're lying to everybody, Finley. They're lying to everybody, using things like anxiety to convince people to go into surgeries that'll cost them $1.7 million over the course of their life. This was to get up out of my dick. Hey, I don't want kids cutting their dicks off because they have a coffee anxiety when they don't even realize it. But if you see, okay, riddle me this real quick, Finn. When you think of people who work at Starbucks, who do you think of? A bunch of crazy liberals that are they, thems and shit, right? So how much coffee do you think they drink? The people that are they, thems that work at Starbucks, how much coffee do you think they drink? So do you think there might be a correlation between the amount of coffee these kids drink and the amount of anxiety they have? And then they think, oh, the anxiety, I must be trans, and I can get trans euphoria if I get fake tits or cut my dick off. Exactly. It's almost all caused from too much caffeine in the gut. Your body's constantly anxious because you're chemically, your body's telling you you're going to shit yourself, 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 you're going to shit yourself. I got the love head coming in. Right, so that's one of the biggest things. But when medical professionals find out this stuff, they're not going to tell anybody, because they'll get sued, they'll lose their license, they'll be freaking killed, because they don't want, companies don't, the coffee industry, the coffee bean industry doesn't want that to be known. The medical industry doesn't want that to be known. The Starbucks coffee industry don't want that to be known. The trans ideologues don't want that to be known. And it's all freaking crazy, because they like making us feel like shit, then selling us pills or surgeries to try to make us feel better. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just can't see. But yeah. And you know what they tell you? Everyone wants to succeed in life. And they tell kids that coffee will help that. Coffee will help you win. Wake up and have your coffee. It'll wake you up. You can take on the day. You can be better than your competitor. And it's all bullshit. They just want to make sure we get into the medical pipeline. All right, Finnilator. You can hit me up on Rich Neighbors today. Such a good Rich's Neighbors today. Rich's Neighbors today. Such a good. Do you hear something, Richard? You're gonna shit yourself. It's just Richard, and they're having a party for a 3-year-old right now. That's so crazy. Yeah, my neighbors have like 30 people over their house for their 3-year-old's birthday, little Charlie's birthday. But yeah, all right, we're gonna call it a night, Finn. I got a little bit of running around to do. I might hopefully I can jump back one later. So it's 6 o'clock my time. Yeah, so I'll probably be back around 8:30. So maybe I'll jump back on. But yeah, Finn, if you have any questions about that or you want to talk about it, hit me on Discord and I can drop you some info if you need. Hugs and kisses, girl. Appreciate you coming around. Love you, you want.